Hello, and welcome back to Carnivore Scott and the joys and trials and tribulations of a carnivore way of life. My carnivore eating diet lifestyle. First and foremost, so today is July 30th. As it said on the intro, I am down to 290.7. That's almost a 5 pound drop from yesterday, but there's a reason for a drop, and that's a good thing. First thing I want to do is I want to say thank you very much for the people who are coming by, the people who are hitting the short. I'm trying to do shorts. I'm learning. I know I've got a lot to do. There's not a lot of pizzazz, and there's not a lot of thumbnails, and I'll get there. But a primary purpose for this again is to keep me motivated, keep me on track. For some reason, blasting to the world about all this stuff seems to keep me more motivated than if I just squirrel away in my super secret hideout here in North Alabama, you know? So, thank you for the ones who are coming by. Thank you for the ones who are pressing the likes, because you know the likes drive things. And if you subscribe, and I do have a couple of subscribers, here we are about a week into this, and we have subscribers. Yay! Not all of us are going to have a story that is so compelling, like our friend up in Alaska, Mr. Knott, or like a carnivore Kip. And not all of us are going to have a Butter Bob story or all the other wonderful people in the carnivore space. Um, I just have my story. I'm just living it one day at a time, one moment at a time, and there are highs and lows in between all of it. And you know, I was thinking about things. I was thinking about how the spectrum of people who would benefit from this way of eating is as expansive as there are people. Is that inclusive enough? Is that broad enough? We all can benefit from this. Now, okay, there's going to caveat on there that says there's going to be some people that can't go into it whole hog. And oh, by the way, let's get the disclaimers out right away. I'm not a doctor, never was a doctor, never claimed to be a doctor. And we'll leave that right there. This is not medical advice. You need to go seek a medical professional, et cetera, ad nauseum. But this is my experience. This is my reality. This is my understanding. People would benefit from less sugar in their life. And that less sugar is identifiable and quantifiable by a whole long list of things that go by a whole bunch of names. But you know what they are. They're the starches, the breads, the noodles, the pastas, obviously the sugars. There's five different sugars, right? At least you got sucrose, fructose, lactose, maltose, dextrose. Got a bunch of ocean going on there, and then you got all the fake sugars that genetically modify you or mess with your DNA, right? Look, we've got sugar, and we know what sugar is, and it takes a lot of different forms. And there are people, there are people who don't realize that rice is a carbohydrate, and therefore, as a carbohydrate, it's sugar. And you only need this little bitty much, and your body can make it. A healthy body can make it. So we don't absolutely need sugar from what I'm reading, from my understanding. Now, I do listen to another podcaster. I don't know if his name is Voldemort or something, but he goes by the Fruit Guy. I mean, come on, you know, good knowledge, and things. And we have to go about this in a meaningful way that we can sustain it. If sustaining a carnivore way of life means you eat half an apple in the morning or half a pear in the morning because that's what you do, I guess it's what you do. Now, there are consequences for our actions. And if that slows down your fat loss or any other health concern, well, then that's the deal you've got to deal with. You should be aware of what it does to you. But again, these are just my thoughts and how it impacts me. So today I step on the scale, like I said, I'm down almost 5 pounds from yesterday. And I did see an ankle, and I took pictures. I'll continue to take pictures, but I'm about to show them now. Ooh, ankles. I don't know who has an ankle thing, but trust me when I say my ankles swell up so big they look like I have cankles. And my left one is worse than my right one. My right one will drain much quicker than my left one, but my left one eventually drains somewhat. Now, if I wore the compression hose, those sexy socks that I have, um, they stay drained. I might have to do it, but it's hot. I don't want that much elastic and nylon on my legs during the summertime. Sorry, call me vain. It is what it is. I'm not there yet. So, yeah. Uh, important things, trying to stick to some important things and hitting up front with them is we've gone out to eat a few times. A few times. And in that going out to eat, not everyone is a big meal or dinner, but we've been out to dinner a couple of times. And I think I showed you yesterday. You go look on we were eating at a Mexican restaurant. I went to the front where they had like the a la carte, and under the a la carte, they'll let you order a plate of a grilled shrimp, grilled chicken, grilled steak, a combination thereof. So when the wifey ordered her fajitas, which are loaded with meat and okay, I guess vegetables, she's not in problems. She don't have the problems I have. She's not fluffy in the wrong places. Anyway, um, I can sit there and I took a chip and I did have some salsa, but I just kind of licked the salsa off and did eat the chip and tossed it to the side. It's okay. I did a little bit. It didn't kill me. Stalled my stalled my weight loss. I might have eaten part of a chip, but but I had a great lunch with my wife, and that's more important. And then when we went to where do we go after? We went to another burger joint. I just got my naked burgers and cheese. Okay with me's. And then the other night we went to a steak house, just a large chain steakhouse night before last. So that would have been Friday night. Yeah, I'm learning how to tell the days of the week here. On Friday night, we went ahead and went to a steakhouse, and it wasn't like a Logan's, and it wasn't Outback, and it wasn't Texas Roadhouse, and it wasn't. There's another one I like. It wasn't that, but it was just a chain one, and those steaks were horrific. I asked for it to be medium-ish, a little more than medium. I didn't want rare or medium rare. That's a little one. I got a charcoal briquette, and they brought me a new one, and that one looked like it had been beaten up. Anyway, but I ate most of that. My friend who got a steak, he had a porterhouse, and he got robbed, and it was an ugly steak. But no, you can order out without having to get crazy. And we went to Sonic today. There's a young man, got a whole bunch of things going on in his life. He is awesome. He is, he'd be a son you'd want to have. I tell you that right now. But he has been dumped on in the worst ways. And I hope one day I can get him on here, whatever, because he needed to lose some weight too. About a Backstreet Boy, you know what I mean? He needs to for his own well-being, and life has given him nothing but a basket of troubles. He's being asked to do things he should not be asked to do, uh, being who he is, or for anybody. But anyway, we are uniting around in him and lifting him up, and part of that is we had a frank conversation, and he came to me and says he's starting the diet, and he's staying with some people now, and they're getting him to a doctor, so they're getting some baseline evaluations for him, and this is awesome. His name is Kyle, and he is an awesome young man, and we are doing what we can. But he is doing a carnivore slash keto, and he'll probably be able to lose 40 pounds pretty quickly, and hopefully that will incentivize him. And I set a goal for him with a monetary incentive, and I'm hoping that will help him as well as just walking beside him in all this. But he did the same thing. He went to the McDonald's. He ordered big burgers, naked with I don't know whether he just got with mustard or something, but he doing the right steps as well. And like I said, the spectrum of who this can help is amazing. So I want to do that. So you can do this style, this way of eating going out. The other thing, I am so absolutely stoked by my much better half, the love of my life, the apple of my eye, is on board. You know, what a relief! Awesome. And oh yeah. So thinking that's not my strong suit. I'm thinking about exercise, exercise. A military thing. Um, I'm thinking I need to start doing some organized, purposeful, meaningful, with an intentional goal exercise. I know how to do it. I've done it before. Yes, it will hurt. Yes, I have a medicine cabinet full of medications. I can just pick medications, not mix them, pick them, and get over the consequences of what might happen. But I think I need to do that. I think that I heard someone say it was the gentleman from Homestead Howe area, I believe his name. He had said something along the lines of, your first 10 pounds out of 100 are going to be the easiest. The last 10 pounds will be the most difficult. And I know this to be truth. And so for me to continue to lose weight at this rate, I'm going to have to. And I want to get, I'm talking about, overall, I don't present horribly and grotesquely obese, even though the doctors say I'm morbidly obese. Hate that. Hate that. I cannot tell you how much I hate the obesity BMI index. Anyway, I don't like the obesity index. I understand they had to throw a dart somewhere, but seriously, they're gonna call me morbidly obese. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't want to be there. I gotta get my BMI down. And while I don't like the label, I also don't like the way I look when I don't have my shirt on. I do not like it, Sam. I am with a gut hanging out over the promised land. I do not like it, Sam. I am. Can you tell I just made that up? Anyway, we could edit that out. Um, but I don't like the belly, and I'm going to have to do things. I've read where they said my belly is like a pregnant woman's belly. I need to exercise it to get the muscles to be back together. Right now they're like this, I don't want like this. So we're going to work on it. So that's the next thing to do. And so make sure that. And also thinking, wondering what you might consider about specific types of supplementation. Do you have supplements that you rely on other than maybe an electrolyte or even an electrolyte? I know there's elements. No, I don't get sponsorship from elements. It'd be nice, but I don't. I don't foresee it in the very near future, but that's okay. I make my own. Remember from that movie, my big fat Greek wedding, and the one lady comes up with Ian and says she's gonna cook a meal, and he says, I don't eat meat. And she goes, what do you mean you don't eat meat? He says, I don't eat meat. And she goes, that's okay. I make lamb. So that's okay. I make my own electrolytes. I still take them, I just try to make my own out of the stuff I have around the house. That being said, there are other specific supplements. One of them I'm looking into is Lugol's iodine. Not sure yet. We're going to keep that under advisement. But Of course, I do with the magnesium and the potassium and the sodium extra because excreting a lot of fluid under a high protein load. You gotta replenish those, otherwise you're just gonna be all cramped up. Nobody likes cramps. Nobody. And so that brings me to a segue about cramps. I don't have them. However, I spent Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday without anything moving. Now, I didn't feel constipated, but things weren't moving along. I was eating, but nothing was leaving. Starts messing with your head after a while. You go, used to one in, one out, one in, one out, but that 4 days. And then yesterday, the moment happened with great heraldry. Actually, there's no heraldry. It happened. Didn't get cross-eyed, like didn't blow a gasket, didn't whatever, blah blah blah. It all worked. Today, down almost 5 pounds. And then that was so much fun, I decided to do it again today. Who knows? It could become habit forming. And I will go, Kind of funny when I make that noise in the bathroom. I'm sure the wife is wondering, what is going on? Anyway, we'll just leave that right there. So things are going good. It's been a good day. I'm real happy. Hey, I really appreciate the short I made on the success. Has been a success in its own. And so I really like that. Anyhow, again, from yesterday's video, and I won't go into it further, but if you can get out there and check out those other people who are starting, like I said, Carnivore Kip, he has his own page, and okay, I'll be honest, did take off on his page for naming mine because I'm so uncreative. Or I had my carnivore experience, which was going to be okay, but can you imagine typing that in every time looking for it? I don't think so. That's why you should subscribe. Then it would come to you automatically. You'd see it in your feed. Be great. You'd be all like, hey, I don't have to go looking for it. It's right there. I don't have to look. I'd like that. So like I said, it was in Bill, not in Alaska. That's a B-I-L, the typical spelling of Bill, and not as in what you do with a rope, but not as in Don almost, but it's just a N-O-T-T. So yeah, Bill Knott in Alaska, Carnivore Kip. Yeah, that's really cool stuff. Redeeming stuff. It's very empowering and uplifting, and who doesn't like to see a winner other than a chicken dinner? I think chicken dinner and chickens are getting tired of winner. What was it? That one company does eat more. It's the people from the burger place and the cows on the sign saying eat more chicken. Chickens started going, no more chicken. But we're about chicken eating people. If there ever been a chicken eating people, we eat lots of chicken. But anyway, that's about it. I appreciate your time, your consideration, your interest, your edification, and your I don't know, just generally accepting me in the journey and encouraging me. I hope you have a great day. I hope everything goes well for you, and we'll see you on the same bat channel, same bat time. Not really, but we'll see you around. All right, take care. Bye.